I would like to honor and commemorate my sincere, heartfelt thanks to those who plant the seed. In my case, my junior year English literature teacher at Creighton Prep in 1965, Mr. Tom Hall, who introduced me to the world of Black literature and the arts. In 2017, Mr. Jim Nelson, who both challenged me and introduced me to the video medium. I dedicate my works to you both. God bless you and your families. What's your story? There are reasons that each of us are born. Our quest to discover those reasons. There are two greatest days in our lives. The first, the day we are born. The second, the day we discover why. Sometimes a man, mature, attentive, never ending, finds his destiny on a road he chooses not to walk upon. How far will a belief system go for complete dominion? This program is brought to you by these fine community partners. They are my life's blood. Sawatika, and good evening, and thank you for watching my show, Shut Up and Dance. Tonight I will continue on my theme, potpourri. The title of this piece, Why I. Why do we insist? Why do we persist? Why do we restrict? Why do we remiss? I do risk, I do miss, I do kiss, I do unconditional bliss. Pray tell, what is a near miss? Pray tell, what is a hiss? Pray tell, what is a fist? America, what a country! White bird in the morning rain, floating in the air with magnificent grace, not a gilded cage betwixt your time and space. Sing to me your song of quiet serenity, an olive branch in your beak for all eternity. Motionless, effortlessness, as if time were standing still, while we mere mortals evaporate time with ways to kill. Cruise across the sky, lovely bird, so close to heaven, while lost souls sing. 7, come 11. It's a shame man cannot identify with your symbolic banner. Reckless, relentless, cataclysmic, when governments speak without a stammer, while you, gracious bird, should be our most gifted hammer. White bird in the morning rain, sing to me your song of quiet serenity. I take up your branch for all eternity. I have seen the enemy, and he is I. I have seen the enemy, and he is I. Not some pie in the sky. Ours is not to reason why. Ours is only to do or die. No other reality to question or pry. Is there no wonder to counter or rationalize pie? I have seen the enemy, and he is I. A conundrum which exacerbates the complexity of psychoanalysis I decry. Who can defy the omnipresent I? Who can prescribe the omnipresent I? Who can identify the omnipresent I? I have seen the enemy, and he is I. The most unique form of entity in the universe, says I. The most extraordinary being of animal, says I. When you see the glory of the beauty, says I, the most blessed in the kingdom, says I have seen the enemy, and he is I. When you gaze upon a reflection, where is I? When you peer into the sky, where is I? When you see the glory of the beauty, where is I? For the complexity of the confluence of I, for the balance of the sun, the moon, the light, the shade of I, for the zest of the quest to discover the reality of I, for the quintessential question facing all of the humanity of I. Ask, and you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it will be open to you. I have seen the enemy, and he is I. Can you see? Or are you still in wonder to counter or rationalize pie? Feel me? The beauty of existence is life. The beauty of life is the miracle. The beauty of the miracle is man. The beauty of man is diversity. The beauty of diversity is for all that can separate us, for all that is different about us. Is there something, anything that is common amongst us? Men, women, and children. Do you dare? You are simply the best. You are simply the best. By what standard or measure have you risen above the rest? Have you faithfully considered the fruits of your monumental quest? Or will you slip into the hypocrisy, the duality, the strong fibers of your nest? For you have written from your to for to your, from for to your. The strength in numbers is truly the core. The continuance of the excellence, the undenying chore. The exclusion, not inclusion, tallies this prolific score. Can you really afford the failure of reaching this brave new shore? For you, not I, are your worst pest. But that esprit de corps fulfills your zest. As my color beckons to end this protracted stress, to witness, encourage, to express the brilliance as I behold this mystical wave at its crest that truly longs for us to simply be the best. Human nature. To err is human. To love is divine. Bewildered, perplexed, confused at man's attitude. Simplicity with style. Amazement and adoration. Short-term emasculation versus long-term exhortation. Everlasting and bountiful, rich and abundant, visionary hypocrisy encompassed by political procrastination. I revel in your beauty. I detest your demise. I wonder, truly wonder, if someone will hear your sighs and cries. For in the beginning, from the bowels of your girth, I owe my life, love, and happiness to thee, my sweet mother, earth. I query, what our founding fathers have created is an inherently duplicitous duality with adjudication as the single remedy for inequity. A conundrum is created by this system. There now exists for men and women, especially men and women of color, is a value system of conservative versus liberal as it applies to the formation and interpretation of the law, letter of the law, versus intent of the law. I merely question the veracity of elected officials, men and women, as the people are their pawns. For what purpose? In God we trust. In God we trust. Powerful phrase. But what meaning does it have for us? In God we trust. Can we ever see the real meaning in the boom followed by bust? In God we trust. Whoever said the rainbow included all the just? In God we trust. Why am I always guilty when I raise a fuss? In God we trust. Does democracy decree fear a must? In God we trust. Is power shared omnipotent or just loose lip drunken cuss? In God we trust. Sanctity empowered to all of us who are unafraid of the bus, driven by the inclusive rainbow of the just, for real reasons, not a fuss, denying fear to be a must, refusing to cuss, but daily proving that indeed in God we trust. If laws are formulated to protect and defend we the people from unlawful disclosure and action, if the Justice Department was created as an instrument for prosecutional action against unlawful disclosure and action on behalf of we the people, therefore, the President's appointment of U.S. attorneys to serve at his political pleasure have a greater value than we the people. Between the idea and the reality, between the motion and the act, lies the shadow. And then there were none. And then there were none. Seems funny when we are the ultimate pun, just as contrived when you use the phrase just for fun. since the beginning of time, when you calculate with one. Assimilation, democratization, rationalization, emasculation, all lie here under the hot, phony sun. Should you even wonder why we are always on the run? For faith is fleeting, hope ever so far reaching. Justice is always preaching. Love is leaching. Freedom, true freedom, we will not be seen. So death you come, so the elephant can proclaim he won with the barrel of his gun, and sadly, ever so badly, we all know then there were none. I wish I might make this dream come true tonight. Can whimsical manifestations become bright? Nor dare they just be whimsical and deserve no sight. Forgiven by dawn's early light, if I may then, therefore I might, if it is only you who can bring forth the delight. I think, therefore I am. I am, therefore I think. For all you have to do is to decide what to do. For with the time given you, with the mind you can conceive, you beyond measure can achieve. Be careful for what you wish for. Apocalypse. Ode to Greece, bring forth democracy, leaving the world spinning. Truly, no matter how unruly, a gift that keeps on giving. Deliver to the living your prescription for winning. Ride on, my dreary, dark, dank man, singing and sinning. They call you disease, the negative of ease. Bring forth this sin forever giving. Ride on, my dreary, dark, dank men sinning. They call you pestilence, irreversible, oftentimes fatal, and oh so withering. Bring forth this credence to the living. Ride on, my dreary, dark, dank men sinning. They call you death, ending, yet to some the beginning. Bring forth this duality, never ending. Ride on, my dreary, dark, dank men sinning. For all who keep score, enter war. The head, the chief, the catalyst which binds the four. Fourscore, the purge of human lore. Degradation, annihilation, capitalization, and much more. Ride these men grinning about winning and leaving the world spinning. From the depths of human soul, my country, 'tis of thee. Give me, tell me, GWB, where's the WND? War. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. If it's belief that gets us there, if faith is the foundation of religion. Therefore, God does or doesn't do black. What's your story? When it comes to those things, material, ethereal, and near and dear to me, what is it all worth if I cannot see? Will you join me at the campfire to tell stories of the eagle, the wolf, and the bear, to nourish, to enrich our families, and to share our sovereignty? For we all are valid citizens of humanity. Maybe who we are is a matter of who we can be. Sawatika. How have we come to believe? Nebraska, we are more than agriculture. Nebraska, we are more than beef. Nebraska, we are more than football. Nebraska, the good life. Come, read us. And I want to thank each and every one of you for viewing my program, and most importantly and especially, my sponsors, who are my life's blood.